Hello everyone, this is Varsha and I once again welcome you all to our special series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. So as you all know, in this segment of ours, we talk about the prominent achievers of our country who have made India proud in some way or the other. So in the same sequence, today we have with us Mr. Aseem Srivastav, who is an engineer from Pune and has done PG diploma in marketing from Mumbai. He earns a distinction from being a Fulbright student of Carnegie Bosch Institute, Pittsburgh, on global leadership. He has 31 years of experience in various roles driving changes globally in companies like Vardhaman Special Steels, L&T, and Kirloskar. A first certified conscious business coach in India from USA, he is also a TEDx speaker, Art of Living yoga teacher, as well as a Rotary member. He was the captain of Indian Cricket Club, Malaysia. Currently, he is the director and CEO in McNally Sayaji and MBE Coal and Mineral Technology, India. But before we actually start the conversation with him, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, good. I'm fine. Varsha, how are you?
All good, sir. Thank you so very much. So, before we actually start the conversation, please tell us a bit more about your organization, which is MSEL, from your perspective, and also what were the challenges that you have to face, while you have joined the company in this leadership position.
See, MSCL is actually McNally Sayaji, which is part of Williamson Magar Group. And it has two companies. One is Sayaji Engineering that we acquired in Baroda. And then we have other plants from McNally Group, which are in three locations in Bengal and Bangalore. We do products and services for mining, steel, power sector. So that is who we are.
All right, sir. So, as per you, what should be the vision and mission of a company in a long run?
Each company is unique and their vision and mission and values are unique. I will tell you in McNally Sayaji, the company where I took over as a CEO and director last year, the company had a very big challenge of stressed asset. So we created a new vision and mission for the company. And our vision was actually first to see that we generate enough cash to save the company and then work on cost consciousness and parallelly work on developing new markets so that we move forward during challenging time to make this company out of stress. And we have achieved this vision and mission in just 1.5 year time because of the hard work and sincerity and dedication of the entire team of McNally Sayaji.
So now moving ahead, as per you, what do you feel is critical or crucial for the growth transformation success story of a company?
I will answer this question in two ways. One is specifically for McNally Sayaji, and secondly, generally, how does transformation happens? And this is my view based on my experience of last many years of transformation of few other companies that I was heading earlier. Now, each company is unique. One of the companies that I was heading earlier, it had no issues with cash. It was not a stressed asset. It had very comfortable position, but the company was not growing. So there the strategy was very different. And here in McNally Sayaji, the strategy is very different. But what I feel, there are four pillars which are most important for transformation of the company. One thing is cash generation. Now, what is cash generation? Cash generation means you actually see wherever the cash is stuck in the company, you should take it out. So generally the cash is stuck in inventories, it is stuck in debtors, And then there are creditors where we can work on. Second is cost consciousness. I say cost consciousness, I don't say cost control. Cost control is something which can be counterproductive. Cost consciousness is where the aspect of cost go into the DNA of every employee, and everybody should feel that they are part of the company to save cost. Just like in their personal life they take care of cost, in the organization they should take care of the cost, whether it is about electricity, whether it is about value engineering, value addition, whether it is about material cost. Every aspect of cost should be taken care of. The third pillar, I believe, which is most important, is marketing focus. India as a country has lost out in marketing. We have so much to show, but people don't know about us so much. So marketing orientation, moving away from sale orientation to marketing orientation, is this third most pillar that any company, whether stressed or not stressed, should focus on. Marketing focus can bring a lot of value into the company, and there are various way to work on marketing. What we have done in this organization is we created a central marketing team. What we did was we actually said we will work on deepening and widening of footprints. We worked on efficiency and effectiveness of employees, and each of this is a subject in itself where we worked on. The last and the most powerful and the foundation is people engagement. What is people engagement? How involved, how engaged are the people in day-to-day routine activity? And engagement comes with a sense of belongingness, with commitment, and with the culture. And this is where I think many companies do not focus so much into people engagement. This whole culture of survival of the fittest, I believe, is counterproductive. We need involved, engaged employees who are happy, committed. At the same time, they have this passion and purpose towards whether you are reviving the company, transforming the company, or just taking the company to the growth path. So this is what I feel about this question.
Very rightly said, sir. So now, what do you have to say about the current global business and market changes, as in how it is affecting the current business of any organization, and also as per you, what are the ways one can overcome these?
Yeah, I think this is one of the most sought out question for last 1.5 year. We are now living in the COVID times. There is nothing like post COVID. COVID is always there. Now some new variant has come, so we have to live with this. Now COVID has actually given us a very big challenge. One on the people side, and second is also on supply chain. I think supply chain disruption is one of the biggest challenge that all of us have faced. In our case also, we had problem of oxygen, then we had problem of supplies. We were not getting many materials, and then suddenly post COVID wave 2, we had spikes in steel prices. So there is a huge amount of uncertainty in the supply chain. Now bringing that resilience in the system, making a team which understand the value of supply chain, and they have the necessary skills and talent to take care of this. And then the empathy part and the compassion part when people are in trouble. In our organization, what I found, we had many employees who suffered through a COVID. We also had unfortunate incidences in the company, but we actually ran the company from the heart that time. I personally called up many people. We distributed medication, including Ayurveda medicine, to many employees to see that they are safe. All the protocols were followed, to the core. What is the learning post this COVID? I think supply chain reform is a must. You need to have a localization of supply chain, which we are already doing. Then we need to see that how we can make people feel safe during this time. Many initiatives were taken by us during this. We conducted art of living programs so that stress levels are down. More than 200 people did yoga courses that time. Online, so many programs we conducted, training program conducted, so that people feel comfortable during this uncertain time. We did not actually remove any person during the COVID time. That gave a lot of confidence to our employees. Last part of post COVID is, the opportunity that comes. There is always a spike. We have seen all across that the share market is going up. there is a spike in demand. How do you capitalize on that demand? Many of my competition have actually died down during COVID, but we have captured market share because we were very stable. Though a stressed company remaining stable in this COVID time, now we are leveraging, and going forward, I believe we will be able to do much better because of the efforts that we have put on cost consciousness, cash generation, people engagement, and other things that I mentioned earlier. And this will continue, and this will give us benefit in not only the short term, medium term, and also in the long term.
So now, though I know it's always a very wonderful feeling when we get recognitions for our work, still, I would love to know from you that what are your feelings on winning this Indian Achievers Award?
Oh, I'm a person of gratitude. I believe there is nothing like gratitude. So I'm really thankful to Indian Achievers Forum for giving me this award. I don't know whether I deserve this, but I believe, along with gratitude, there is always a grace. And I internally feel garv about whatever I've achieved. Indian Achiever Forum actually are doing a wonderful job by identifying such pocket of excellence which is generally not so recognized and rewarded in India. And I'm thankful to the entire team and the management of Indian Achievers Forum for giving me this award. Thank you so much.
So now, last but surely not the least, what is your advice that you would like to give to the upcoming CEOs in the industries?
I'm a very, very, ardent follower of a philosophy called as conscious business. I believe businesses can play a vital role in doing the business in a far more human way, in a far more spiritual way, if I want to use that word, where there are four pillars that any CEO should look at. So, along with profit, which is must, because that is one of the main purpose of the organization, they should also look at planet. We don't have planet B. This is the only planet. So sustainability and flourishing is something that CEO should look at, which is part of planet. Then the processes. How do you simplify the processes? It is very, very important that you look at processes. But the most important aspect that we miss is the presence. What is presence? Presence is something which is going inside every individual and inside every culture of the organization. The presence part should not be actually neglected, because the presence is neglected, the other part is also neglected. People actually don't be very responsible about planet or society. So these are the four P's of conscious business that I will advise any CEO. Along with that, I believe passion has to come with the dispassion. Without dispassion, it is not possible to have productive passion. CEO should actually live in now, in presence, and then start doing business. Firmness should come with kindness. These are some of the philosophies that I have personally implemented, and I found them very productive and effective. Creating more star performer is something that we have worked on here. And culture. Culture is the foundation. We should look at culture with this lens, with a conscious business lens. That will make company far more effective, efficient, and also responsible towards all the problems that we have in the society and people. Whether it is mental health, whether it is the way we are destroying the planet, it can only be taken care if CEOs become more conscious and they develop their organization in a conscious way. This is what is my advice to the CEO.
So now, thank you so very much for your time today. It was lovely talking to you, and I wish you all the success for all your future endeavors as well. And may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you so very much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Varsha. Such a pleasure talking to you. Thanks to Indian Achievers Forum.